Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with a new video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the current meta in the game, what units are being used, what units are falling off, and what units in the future you might want to use, and the current type of meta in terms of we running AoE units, running defense units, and stuff like that. But before I do that, guys, don't forget to like the video, subscribe. Let's get to 2K subscribers, and let's make our community carry on growing further. Don't forget to click the post notification on so you get notified when I make a new video. Okay, so it's safe to say that the current meta has shifted with the addition of a brand new character, which is Watania. Well, not brand new character, but you can finally summon specifically for her. Everyone now should have enough units to build the sorcerer class team. So everyone, I believe, should be switching into the sorcerer class. And that's how the meta is going to be going for future references. Even in the other servers that's been out before the global release, they are still running the sorcerer class leader because he's just more efficient to use. Survivability is amazing. Is CC is amazing as well. And yeah, it's just beneficial to run the sorcerer team. So if you don't know what the sorcerer team is or the sorcerer leader, it's this guy, the Soul Reaper, not him. So this is the team I actually, yeah, let me talk about this. This is the team I currently was running before. Until when I got Ratani, I decided to switch to this team. Now, as you can see, the team isn't perfect because there's one unit, well, two units I really want, no, actually, there's three units I really want to switch out, which are Nina, Selena, and what's her name, Vivian. Now I did say Vivian is good, especially with Ratania, but I just feel like sometimes even when I need Ratania, I always have enough energy to use her and I can clear it. So probably Vivian isn't needed right now for me, so I could switch her out in the future for other units. But the main unit I really want to remove is Nina. She's currently not SSR, so I don't really want to use her right now. And she's a roll damage dealer, and I already have Kizumi to do that type of damage. So Nina is just not going to be needed for me currently. So I would love to switch her out with another sorcerer class unit. I could work on Finibeth, but I just really want to increase the power of my team before I work on another unit. And if you guys don't know, in season 3 of the battle pass, there will be adding another sorcerer class unit who is actually pretty good. In my opinion, she's better than Yumi, the current person we have right now in the battle pass. So yeah, I should put up a picture to showcase the future battle pass coming soon. So if you guys are planning to save all your fans and stuff to work on that character, I would recommend you work on that character, which is Elena or Alina. Yeah, I made a video on her showcasing her skills and stuff, so you do check it out. But yeah, so the current meta everyone is running now, or should be running if you've been playing since the global release, is this sorcerer class leader. Now, if you're not running the sorcerer class leader, I'm presuming you're running this guy. He's also good, but for later, as you progress further, you will need to carry on summoning, because if you don't summon, one of his passive will go away. Because one of his passive is that you have to have 90%, 80% of units that have high energy cost. So as more units get added and you don't get those units, you're not going to be able to unlock that passive anymore. So it's not really future proof. The leader isn't future proof. Just in case your luck and your summons are bad, you won't be able to use him properly. So that's why I think everyone should start prioritizing on a sorcerer leader, especially because most of the good units in the game are sorcerer class unit, and then there's Miyuki, who's just overall best unit in the game in my opinion. So yeah, current meta sorcerer class unit. Okay, so another thing with this current meta going around is AoE units. You can't right now. No one is running single damage dealers. If you are running them, it's either Jemmy or Pan. But in future, as you carry on progressing, especially as the story stage gets increased, you're gonna realize single damage dealers are not the way to go. You're gonna realize soon enough you're gonna be needing AoE units for every one of your units in your team. So I know Jemmy might be coming next in the future banner, because in the Facebook page they hinted at Jemmy coming back. But I know people are wanting to summon on her. I'll just tell you guys, I wouldn't recommend summoning, because Jemmy's only good, really, really good at 5-star. If you get her 4-star, I still wouldn't recommend you using her. She's usable, but for me, I wouldn't recommend using her. She's a unit that must be 5-star to be exceptional. 4-star, she's just meh. 3-star, unusable. For 3-star, don't use her at all. She is just not going to be useful. And for single damage dealers, single damage dealers you want to use are units that can deal amazing amount of damage. Jemmy cannot do that. The main reason you want to use Jemmy is because she can revive 2 times. She can nuke a little bit, not as much as Pan or any other like nukers, but she can still do quite a bit of damage, and she can make you stall for time. That's the main use of Jemmy. But as you progress further, you're just going to realize your main option is just to nuke the entire board. So Jemmy in the future will not be useful because single damage dealers are only good in certain stages. For story mode, I just think she's going to fall off. For guild boss, she's going to be good in it, I believe. For guild boss, she might be very, very good in that stage. So yeah, she might be good for that. Maybe even for the event boss that we might get in the future. I'm not really too sure. But Jemmy is really good, but not for story as you progress further. Currently, I do have her, but she's only at 4 stars. I am trying to build her up, get her to 5-star, and then I'll just level her up to like 180 and stop. I don't think you need to upgrade her past that. And if you guys are still running Pan, she is still good in my opinion. I still love using Pan. But Pan is a specific unit where you have to make sure that no other unit will be placed in a board, so that you can just put Pan there and nuke and end the match. That's the main use of Pan. Pan is amazing for early game, all the way to middle game. Late game, I'm not too sure. You can still use her right now, I still presume. She's still good, but she's fallen off a little bit because the meta now is AoE units. And for AoE units, there's Nicola, very, very good. Yuffie, there is Rotanya for like that massive AoE damage, well, in specific conditions, obviously. Hachishiki, very, very good. Miyuki, overall best unit in the game. So yeah, that's how the meta is currently running. So in the future, if you see single damage dealers, you might want to hold off on summoning, especially with the Yuumi. If you guys are just trying to buy the battle pass just for the character, Yuumi is not a good unit. I think she's okay. She's meh, only useful in like the guild, and that's it. Wouldn't recommend using single damage dealers as you progress further. AoE is the meta, Sorcerer team is the meta, and yeah. Also, there's another unit I don't think people talk about. I might do a separate video on her, but for amazing SR unit, for Sorcerer class unit, I might actually start working on her and replace Selena with her, because she just helps the Sorcerer team a lot. I believe it's Annie. Let me take a look at it. Yeah, Annie, because she just boosts the Sorcerer team's defense by a lot. I will make a separate video on Annie and why. And she's also a low cost, so she's very, very good. But as you can see, she boosts the Sorcerer teams in terms boosts the what's it called, damage resistance. So very, very good. However, Selena is still good, but if you're just building a Sorcerer team, Annie might be better. I don't know, but I will make a separate video on her in the future. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, stay tuned for more content on Illusion Connect. Tell me how your meta is, your team is currently, if you're gonna summon for Jemmy in the future or stuff like that. Personally, I'm gonna hold off on summoning on Jemmy or any single damage dealer unless they're nukers. I mean nukers, like deal massive amount of damage. Any single damage dealers that come out in the future must deal higher damage than Pan at Pan's best condition. I don't care. Or I will not summon for her. Maki is very, very good. Even though she's a single damage dealer, she's very, very good. There's actually single damage dealers that are very, very good I need to actually talk about before I end the video. For example, I know no one likes talking about Hersey for some reason, but she's so good because she can also do surrounding damage that ignores shield. So she's very, very good. Even though she's a single damage dealer, she's still very, very good. Maki's also good, but the ones that are just pure single damage dealers, you might just want to drop them off. Yeah, in my opinion. Anyways, guys, don't forget to like the video, subscribe. Let's get to 2K subscribers, and I'm out.